The question below says that they're looking for what represents the explicit formula for the geometric sequence g sub n equals 15 times 5 to the n minus 1 in function form. So again, I want to create a function format for this exponential function because it is a geometric sequence. Now, the interesting thing about this is the explicit formula. So we know that it's explicit because it's got the n minus 1 in the exponent. That means that this right here, this 15, is not my y-intercept or my starting value. It's actually the first number in my sequence. So that's going to tell me what my first term is. This is not, however, how I would write it in function form. So in order for me to do this in function form, now this is your ratio right here, your constant ratio. And I wanted to write this in function form. There needs to be no n minus 0 or n minus 1 value in the exponent. And I need to find out what the y-intercept is in the equation. So I am going to write y equals, or f of x, doesn't matter. In order for me to figure out what the correct term for this is, I need to take this ratio and actually go back a step to my term 0 in order to figure out what the correct answer is for this. So when I am doing that, the only thing I can do is I can start off by taking that first term. I'm just going to put that. And if I want to go backwards a step, I'm going to actually divide by whatever is my constant ratio. Normally I take the number and then I multiply it to get the next number and then the next number and so on and so forth. But if I've got to go backwards, I got to do the opposite. So 15 divided by 5 gets me 3. That right there is my y-intercept, or my starting value. So it's going to be y equals 3. Now the ratio is going to remain the same. So we have 5. And then that's going to be to the x power, or the n power in this case, since that's the variable we're using. But this is what your ratio should look like set up using a geometric sequence in function form from an explicit formula.